Hi guys, and welcome back to episode number 4 today of the APX GP My Team Career Mode. We're here for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and spoiler alert, if you have missed the last episode, we had our best finish of the season coming in the way of Sonny Hayes. Brilliant P7 finish at the Japanese Grand Prix. Let's hope for some more of the same this weekend, and as we've been accustomed to so far this season, we are going to alternate the drivers once again, as we are going to choose Joshua Pearce for this weekend here in Bahrain.
Well, as the sun goes down, the speeds go up. It's almost time to get underway for this shootout for the fastest time and the best possible grid position for tomorrow's race. Let's get on with it. It's qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Here we are then, coming towards the line to start our first lap of qualifying here as Joshua Pearce. As you can see at the moment, our teammate Sonny Hayes doing well enough to not be down by the bottom. That is taken up by the 2 RBs and the 2 Kick Saubers as it stands. Negotiating the first few corners, very easy to miss your braking or to light up the rears and step out in a kick of oversteer. Here we are now. This is a tough corner as well. Make sure you don't exceed the track limits. We are well within the boundaries. Coming to the end of sector 1 now. It is a green personal best first sector, and it is not a purple, which is something that we've done in China so far this season with the purple first sectors. But nevertheless, looks like a decent lap so far. Coming now towards probably the most difficult corner on the track, the downhill descent into this left-hander. It's opening up towards the back straight, opening up that DRS as well. We are getting all of our ERS deployment out if we can, down to 50% now on the ERS. We negotiate this lap very well so far. Normally the first lap, it's just us finding our feet a little bit and we progress through qualifying. But so far, 2 green sectors, and we're looking on for a good result here as it stands. We now use the rest of our ERS now with only 1 corner left on the circuit, the final corner. Make sure to get a great exit onto the start-finish straight, and it's a little bit early on the power, but nevertheless still a good run to the line. On our first run in Q1, we are up all the way in P9. We are really finding our groove at this point in the season. At the end of Q1 here, we have been bumped down just 1 place, down to P10, with Pearce and our teammate Sonny Hayes as well through in P12 through that session. And we're now progressing on to Q2, where the lights are coming on and the track is getting darker as we head in towards the night. Ever more important to get a good lap in now, as we could end up in another Q3 performance in qualifying, which would be fantastic with either driver. So we'll have to wait and see. But that first lap was really promising from both of us. We looked right with it in P10 and P12 as well. But coming through the first part of this lap, pretty much similar to Q1, to be honest. Very stable, very planted, and it's another green first sector. But we did wait this time around in Q2, that is, to come out at the end of the session. As you can see, the clock is ticking down and qualifying 2 is about to finish. So we're using up the best of the track conditions in a hope that we can get into Q3. Qualifying is now complete, but it doesn't look like our teammate Hayes will be making top 10 today, with him currently down in 13th, only ahead of Ollie Behrman and ourselves. But we're hoping to better the result of our teammate. And it's another green sector now. Qualifying is finished, of course. We are one of the last people on the circuit to set the lap time. We have just the run to the final corner now, and then we will see where we are on the grid. Will it be Q3? Will we pull up a little bit short? We're about to find out. A good run up now towards the line, opening the DRS as well, and it is P8. We're in Q3 once again. Amazing performance. We are red hot at the moment with another Q3 performance in P8. Our teammate, however, down in P14, knocked out in that session. No, sorry, P15 in that session he got knocked down to. So not the best for Hayes, but can we capitalise here in Q3? I hope to get a good result. We're starting our lap now for the final session of qualifying here, Q3. currently in P10 as we go for run number 1. It's currently Verstappen down in 8th and Sainz just ahead of us in P9 as well. Looking to really maximise every corner and find the hundredths out of every corner, being very efficient with the DRS as well, and making sure that we improve on our times from the first 2 sessions. That is what it's all about. We're a little bit eager to reach that corner, actually not hitting the apex right, but hopefully that doesn't affect us too much ending the first sector. Really good through the sweeping corners here as well, but the next corner now going downhill is very important to make sure that we get this right and we do not overshoot the corner. And it looks like it is absolutely perfect with the exit from the corner as well. Minimal wheel spin, which helps us on our way down now towards the final sector. Here we go, guys, only 1 corner to go, coming up towards the line. Will we be able to beat our effort from Q2 of P8, or will we be somewhere similar? And this run was quite disappointing as we come across the line. We remain in P10, so that was not a good run, but luckily we went out early, so we do have a final run here in the session right at the depth. So hopefully we get the best conditions now for qualifying and improve on our position. Verstappen's still not improved from P8, so I wonder if he's going to stay there or if we are going to be able to potentially overtake him here in qualifying. Coming through the first few corners, we are marginally up by roughly around half a tenth, but it is yo-yoing up and down constantly. I think we can gain some time through here based off of our corner last time around. Absolutely, 0.2 of a second just through that corner alone. That was amazing. And we continue to gain a little bit here coming through these sweeping corners as well. 2.5 tenths up at the end of the first sector. A little kick of oversteer there though does unsettle us slightly. We were for a moment 3 tenths up there, and we are 3 tenths up again, making sure we get a great exit out of this corner as well. We remain at about 3.5 tenths up for the time being. This is a good showing here in the second run. Will we be able to do that for the second half of the lap? Then we're looking at a mighty lap time. Currently now going up towards 4 tenths up on the top right, as you can see, with 1 corner now left to go, heading towards 4.5 tenths up on our previous lap time. Verstappen is no longer in P8. He's shot up with his late run as well. And through the final corner, we also pick up some time as we're about 4.5 tenths up on the run up to the line. Will we be able to improve our position on this? Qualifying is now finished, and Pierce finishes in P8, where we did in Q2 as well. So another amazing showing from Pierce, and he seems to absolutely love Q3 appearances.
So make sure you join us then. We're here again then at a circuit famous for its stunning visuals and thrilling battles for glory. Who will take the spotlight in the Bahrain Grand Prix today? We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Leclerc, George Russell and Hamilton, Ocon, Pierce, Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz, Gasly, Stroll, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Behrman, Tsunoda, Albon, Jack Doohan and Liam Lawson, Hülkenberg, Bortoletto, Hadjar and Sonny Hayes rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today. Anthony Davidson. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So now we're on the grid, guys, and we're going to do a strategy that has benefited us for the previous few races. We are going to start on a one-stop strategy. We're going to do the soft to medium and go for the softer compound off the start and hope it pays off. We do have a few cars ahead on mediums, so this could get spicy. It's 5 lights and away we go, and immediately going past one of the medium runners in Ocon. We're past Hamilton as well, Hamilton on the mediums. So this again looks to be a goated strategy, to be honest. Hamilton though shoots up the inside between his teammate Leclerc and Piastri as well, and a brilliant recovery from him out of turn 1. But we are up from P8 into P6 at the moment. 2 Ferraris going side by side. We decide to tuck in behind and do the switchback on both Ferraris. An inspired move to overtake both Ferraris all the way up to P4 now. And that is a crucial move as well, because Leclerc is on hard compound tyres. 2 compounds harder than ourselves, and Hamilton trying to get past as well to best make advantage of that in his Ferrari. And we have Piastri ahead as well, also on the softs, who will probably be all over the back of Lando Norris anytime soon. But again, another spectacular start, putting us in a perfect position to capitalise on some points here in the race. But skipping on to lap 2, and Leclerc on his hards is rapid compared to us on the softs. Hamilton as well, going past very swiftly indeed. He's on his mediums, so he as well will be very quick. Hopefully that will sort of balance the scales a little bit. We've got a slower car, but we're on quicker tyres. But Leclerc, he's possessed here. He's on hard compound tyres, and he's absolutely harassing us on our softs. Hamilton, though, makes a mistake, which is something that I'm really enjoying about this AI on the F125 game. They are making mistakes like the players, and it does feel more immersive as a result. But after that mistake, Hamilton has already started to pull away from us. And now coming on to lap number 3, Hamilton is already gone. And it's his teammate Leclerc on the hards that will be getting past us. Even with us having the DRS open, we run side by side through turn 1. And this is brilliant action. The wheels are very close together, but we're able to stay ahead for the moment. I don't think we'll be able to for much longer, as our tyres will start to wear off.
Teammate by 8.0 seconds. They're all fresh softs, and the time last lap 1 minute 36.0. They're in 20th place.
And it appears that our teammate Sonny Hayes took a grid penalty for this race. He would have started in P15, but started down the back as a result, and he finds himself in P20, which is a long way back from points. I don't think he'll be able to achieve a top 10 here today. And on lap number 5 now, we have Leclerc, who's managed to catch us back up and make the move again, and he does make it stick. So this time he will be able to pull away from us, I'm sure. We will have some DRS opportunities, but that Ferrari is really working well in the hands of both of their drivers. And of all people, it's actually now Esteban Ocon who is the car behind us in P7 on his medium tyres. It is now our pit window on lap number 6 to come in at the end of this lap. And not just Ocon, but Tsunoda is trying his luck round the outside. We brake late to try and get past the Haas as well. We do have a wheel on the inside, and we run side by side now with us picking up the DRS instead of the Haas driver. And this starts to bring us closer. We're running side by side, and we swoop all the way round the outside with our brilliant late braking, but he's still there on the outside. Ocon, the move is not yet done, and we managed to force our way through in the end with Ocon being harassed by Yuki Tsunoda now, who's in P8. This is a bit more realistic now with Tsunoda in P8 rather than winning his home Grand Prix in Japan last time out. But we now come in for our pit stop at the end of the lap, and we plummet down the order, currently in P13. Our teammate goes past as well. I think he might be coming into the pits at the end of next lap, I believe. Another good turn in, optimal, and we're looking for a 2.5 second pit stop, which we do, and we're back on the road ready to go. As you can see, everyone who's been in the pits all coming on medium tyres. We're down to P20 now with that pit stop, but hopefully we'll be able to pull some time back on the undercut on our mediums just for this lap. So we're going to try and push and see if we're able to close in on the cars ahead and hold on to the positions from the cars behind. We do have some cars in the pit lane now as well. So on lap number 8, a lot of people starting to come in the pits as well. We benefit from that as well. We're now up to P12 through all the pit stops, and we've gained 8 places for the moment. We actually have closed up to the back of Leclerc somewhat. We were ages away, and now we find ourselves just a few seconds away with more cars in the pit lane here coming to start lap number 9. This should give us an indication as to where we are in the points, and we are up now to P7 with Russell overtaking us as well on his medium tyres. He is running rapid at the moment and finally is able to get past as well. Alonso on the back of us as well, and we're all on the same tyres to the end, so this should be a very interesting battle. Skipping now to lap number 11, and Russell is just ahead of us, but we're managing to stay inside that DRS, and Tsunoda comes flying past, but we're not going to accept that. We're going to fly right round the outside of Tsunoda, retake the place, and back up to P7. And it's very important that we're staying in the DRS of Russell as well. He gives us a chance to pull away from Tsunoda and Alonso from behind. We are now coming to start lap number 12, and we are all under pressure again from Alonso and Tsunoda from behind. We are in a sandwich as Alonso goes to the left, Tsunoda goes to the right, and we break late through the middle with minimal contact to the cars around us. Tsunoda backs out, Alonso tries to get past but then has to back out as well, and we are doing a defensive masterclass right now to stay up in P7 where we are with Pierce, with only a few laps left to go, and we're still in P7 with only we're starting the penultimate lap now, and again comes Tsunoda, and Alonso is a bit far back this time, but we make sure that the line is tight for Tsunoda, which means that we can wrap round the outside here and do this every lap on him. So we are being very strategic in order to keep the place, and then also getting the DRS on this particular lap down the next straight, so Tsunoda's not having a double dose to try and overtake us. As we now start the final lap of the Grand Prix, we hold the middle of the road this time, and Tsunoda goes straight round the outside, and this time we're not able to outbrake him into the corner. A little bit of contact there into turn 1, and we now have P8 because Tsunoda is ahead of us. We're using the DRS, but we've got very little ERS left to overtake. We are all over the back of him, and we use whatever left of the ERS we have, but it's just not enough. That Red Bull just at the end there has pipped us into P7, which is a bit frustrating, but P8 is a great result, and it's where we started as well, and we just hold on from Ocon behind on the soft compound tyres for P8.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
And it's Yuki Tsunoda who picks up the Driver of the Day award. I have no idea how he did that, unless he started at the back of the grid.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved watching that action today, and I'm sure these three have loved taking part. Here come our podium finishers. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Okay, and Sonoda did start P15 in the end, so I can see why they gave him driver of the day for that. We end up in P8. Max Verstappen wins the race, and in the championship, that now means Verstappen takes a 10-point lead over Leclerc with 11 points to the two McLaren drivers. Our drivers, 10th for Hayes and 11th for Pierce, and they are tied on points at the moment on 6 points. They're tied, and in the constructors, we climb all the way up to P5 now, past Williams, with McLaren leading the constructors by only 6 points to the Red Bull team. So that is close as well in the constructors.
Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
The first thing we're going to do here while we're in the menus is do our first owner training of the season here to get that sorted. And we're also going to upgrade some of our parts on the car, which now we have a slot available for the beam wing to do that as well. So we're going to upgrade the beam wing and we're going to progress on towards the next racing weekend. But we do have all of our upgrades actually fail, so that is very annoying, and we're going to need to spend more resource points in order to re-upgrade those parts. And it wasn't one, it was 3 parts, so that is quite a lot for us to lose there, and it's going to lose us time as well as resource points, so it's not ideal. This is it, guys, for round number 4 of the Apex GP My Team. If you did enjoy the race and the video, please make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you think we should be for next time out, Hayes or Pierce, and I'll catch you very, very soon for episode number 5 at Saudi Arabia for the Jeddah Grand Prix. Take care all. Peace.